everybody, this is Morgan from the very unofficial travel guides, and I'm doing something I've never done before today. I'm answering a viewer's question with a video. I get asked a lot of questions. People mail me here at YouTube or they visit my Facebook group, and I sort of got the idea that maybe if I started answering questions in a video that the information would get to more people and it would be more helpful. So this is going to be the first one, and it comes from a viewer named Aditya in Mumbai, India. Hi there, how you doing? This is for you. Aditya writes, I will be traveling on the Mariner of the Seas for the 13-night Mediterranean cruise. Let me just skip the dates and everything here. It says, I will be going from FCO, which is the airport in Rome, to Civitavecchia port and staying there overnight before the cruise. However, on the 11th, so after the cruise, I will be going from the port to Rome, as I would love to stay there. How would you recommend me to go from FCO to the port, but then from the port to Rome at the end? As seen in your video, he means this video, click on the link, you mentioned the Royal Caribbean transfer bus. How can I get more information? Okay, so about the Royal Caribbean transfer bus. You can book that at the Royal Caribbean site, of course, www.royalcaribbean.com. And if you have booked your entire travel package, including flight, through Royal Caribbean, then it is included in your package. So when you get your cruise documents, the information will be in there. If you haven't booked it through Royal Caribbean, then you can still book it either by calling them, and the number's on the website, or you can go to your travel agent and they can organize it for you. The reason that I think the Royal Caribbean transfer bus is the best deal, especially for a huge cruise like this, is because then if there's a problem, if your flight is late or the schedule gets changed or something, you are booked through Royal Caribbean to get you from the airport to the ship, meaning that if you don't show up or whatever, they're going to go looking for you, or they'll wait for you if the flight is delayed, because it's their responsibility, basically. You booked their transportation. And so for at least the beginning of your cruise, or any cruise, I really think that that's the best way to do it, because then you can sort of breathe easy knowing that if your flight is late, they're going to wait. About getting then from the port into Rome instead of going back to the airport, there are a few options. One of them, the cheapest one, is to take the train from Civitavecchia to downtown Rome. I haven't done it, but I have chatted with people who have done it, and it seems to be easy. It's the website is www.trainitalia.com. Here it is, and it's down there written underneath the video here at YouTube if you want to click on it. And to me, it looks like the journey costs about 17 euros. And it is a direct journey. You don't have to transfer to get from the port to Rome. However, you have to carry your bags from the ship to the train station and then find a place to put them. And especially like Aditya is going to be on a 13-day cruise, meaning probably a lot of luggage. And for me, I just think that's stressful, but it only costs around 17 euros, so if you're on a budget or if you don't want to spend a lot of money on transportation, then the train is the way to go, so check that out. Another option would be hire a private transportation company, which I know a lot of people do. One that I read about online in the forums is www.romashuttle.com. Here it is, and you can click on it down there at YouTube if you want to click on it. They offer a couple different options. One of them is you can hire a private shuttle company, which is then just for you and the people that you invite or organize. That costs between 120 and 275 euros, depending on how many people you have with you. And if you get enough people together and split it, then it also is not too much money, and then it's just you and the people you know. They do also offer a shuttle service, which means that it's people from different groups all put together. And I wasn't sure, I couldn't really figure out the pricing there. It said 90 euros for the first 2 people and then 15 euros for up to 8 more. But I don't know how they decide who pays the 90 and then who pays the 15. So if you're interested in that, then just contact them and I'm sure they'll be able to clear it up with you. Then another thing, which might be a really interesting option for you, Aditya, is that you can take one of the excursions that's offered on the final day of the ship from Royal Caribbean. You can book one of the excursions, and then instead of taking it back to the ship or going with it to the airport, you just get out in Rome. And I called to make sure, and they do let people do that, and it's very common. So check out the website check out the Royal Caribbean website for the excursions that are offered on the final day of your cruise. And then if you are interested in doing any of them, then just call and make sure that they know that you want to book it to use also as transportation to get from the ship into the city, and that you are not continuing on to the airport or coming back to the ship, okay? Another great piece of advice I can give you is, especially if you want to do one of these private shuttle services, is to use the online forums that are dedicated to cruise fans to meet up with other people, or to get in contact with other people who may be willing to share the cost with you, or who may be experienced in taking the train from the port to Rome, because there's a lot of people who have done this more than once. There's two websites that I can recommend. One of them is newer, and it's called meetoncruise.com, and it's very new, and it's all linked up with Facebook and everything. It's really cool. And so you would sign up there and then look for people who, there's a dedicated thread to your cruise, and then you sign up and you see the other people who are going to be there, and you post something saying, we're looking to take the train, has anybody done it, is anybody going to do it, does anybody want to do it with us, for example. And you can do the same thing at the other website, which is huge. It's called cruisecritic.com, and they also have what are called roll calls, which means you sign up, make a profile, and look for the roll call, which will be dedicated exactly to your cruise as well. And then you go to the forum and read everything that people have posted there about transportation, and you can also make a post yourself and say what you're interested in, and see if anybody is interested in joining you, or maybe has a free place on their bus or whatever. So I hope that answered your question, and if not, just write me again. Aditya wrote to me over at the Facebook group for Morgan's Very Unofficial Travel Guides. You can find the link down below here at YouTube. And if you have any questions, then write them here at YouTube, or go to Facebook and write them over there. And please press subscribe up here if you have a YouTube account and are interested in seeing more of these videos. And I hope that I can help you, and talk to you again soon.